More money, more problems. How many of you have heard of that? From parents, friends, neighbors, and in general. It seems like everyone around you is afraid of big money. And you know what? If you're afraid of money, you won't have any. At least that's what I read that this finance guru book, like, let wealth into your life by removing the blocks and the millions will just fall at your feet. And so, I did remove the blocks. At least I think I did. What came out of it? Sit back and let me tell you the story. I'm Michael, the local boy whom everyone knows. There's a party in town, I'll definitely be there. Somebody's in a rut, I'll be at the front of the line. Anyone need help? I'm already running, starting to help. What is my way of life, you ask? Everything is on the move. Everything is happening now. I have lots of friends that I spent days and nights with. My mom isn't happy. I don't think she gave birth to the calm, ordinary son she wanted. Because of my lifestyle, I've always had a hard time. Like with parents, my teachers, my buddies. I've always thought that you gotta live your life straight and narrow and don't worry about nothing, like homework or some other trash. But a lot of people didn't like the way I thought. And so one family night after my dad's lecture, I was deprived of pocket money for 2 weeks. Imagine, I was already given crumbs, which is barely enough for a burger and a Coke, and here they said the hell with eating out. I gotta eat at home. And if I wanted to eat out, I had to earn money. In general, I was angry and hated arguing with my parents. And I didn't want to threaten to complain to the court for children's rights. Man's gotta get that Shake Shack, you know? To which, my father added another week to the 2 weeks grounding. So I decided to be quiet through my teeth. A couple of days went by unnoticed. Gosh damn it, I really wanted a juicy burger. I was ready to chew the earth if I had to. But instead, I went home with a main course with spinach and plain old brown rice. Now you get why I don't eat at home. My parents are pro-healthy, cook only healthy food, count calories, carbs or proteins, basically complete baloney. What am I supposed to do? It's been a rough couple of days. I berated myself for not having extra money, then berated my parents for their cruelty. Then it came to those who make fast food. Why are burgers and kebabs so expensive? It was everyone's fault but mine. One day after class, I decided not to go home, but to take a walk in the park. I greedily looked at passers-by who were fed and happy and mentally scoffed at everyone. Sitting down on a bench, I spread my legs and I sprawled out. At least the weather was nice, but I was hungry. Suddenly, my attention was caught by a children's bag. It was lying under the bench and almost invisible. Some kid must have forgotten it, I thought, and I wanted to put the bag higher up so that whoever lost it would find it right away. Only I didn't see that it was open and all the contents fell out. There was glitter and candy and some Kinder toys. Then a bank card with a piece of paper caught my attention, and I looked at it, and it said in big letters, Platinum Card, and the due date was this month. Well, inside the paper was a pin. Something inside woke up the evil Michael, who at the mere mention of the word Platinum Card stretched out a smile. The likelihood that there was money on the card was minimal, but my curiosity took over. I ran to the nearest ATM with a steady hand. I inserted the card and entered the PIN. Welcome, Samantha Cruz, popped up on the screen. Hello, I said with a smirk. So, available balance. As I clicked the button, I was sure there was no money. Or there was, but not much. Otherwise, the card wouldn't have been left in the kid's bag in the park. What the hell? I rubbed my eyes in surprise. What I saw shocked me. I never had so much money in my hands. Never had I seen so many zeros. $350,000. 1,000 with a capital T. Man, that's a lot of burgers. What am I talking about? Burgers. You could buy a whole burger joint and eat in it every hour. A cool car, a new house, I travel, Nan, get that new PS6. That's awesome. I'm rich. I'm filthy rich. Unable to digest this information, I went outside. I confess, at the moment I didn't think about the fact that this wasn't my money, or that someone had lost it and was looking for it. My conscience was away at sea and promised not to be home soon. And maybe it was your own fault, Samantha. You shouldn't have lost that kind of money. Maybe she's got 5 more of those cards and she won't notice they're missing. Or maybe she throws the cards away so poor people will find them and their lives will have new meaning. I really liked that last version. and it made me feel so much better. Going to the ATM again, I decisively withdrew $100. That'd be enough for me, then I would decide what to do next. I raced to the burger place with the joy of a little puppy, imagining devouring a nice, juicy burger. I ended up buying 2 burgers and picked up some cheesy fries, gravy, and takeout drinks and enjoyed the moment. God, how beautiful the world is, how beautiful life is. I came home hopping. My mother noticed this, looked suspiciously in my direction. She offered some salad with arugula and some other stuff I can barely pronounce. Thanks, Mom, not today. In my room, I sprawled out and was about to share my find with my friends. But I remembered, someone could be jealous or possibly tell on me. Happiness demands silence, Michael. You keep your mouth shut, I thought to myself. The next day, I withdrew $500. I needed a new electric scooter. I'm not gonna buy a burger joint yet. Let time pass and things settle down. That is, you understand, I was not gonna return the car or go to the police. I went into a sports store that sold electric scooters. I walked inside like a pre-Habib McGregor, arrogantly inspecting the merchandise. The one that caught my eye was a brand new scooter, like it was shiny and shimmering in all colors. It's a beauty. I want to buy it. At first, the salesman said that this model is exclusive and that the price for it is several times more expensive than ordinary scooters. But I handed him $500 and asked if that was enough. Salesman shook his head, saying that the cost of the scooter was $1,200. I walked over to the cash register and handed over my card to pay. Seeing the platinum card and also in a woman's name, cashier asked, "Is this card yours?" "It's my mother's card. She gives it to me every birth week I have." "That's right. I have a week of birthdays, but she's very busy with her $1 million business and couldn't come. Is there a problem?" Cashier smiled. "Well, since it's your birthday, of course you can pay, sir." In a few minutes, I was already riding a brand new scooter and the wind was blowing in my face. How awesome it is to have a lot of money. How great when you can buy whatever you want. I decided to take a ride to the park I had been in a couple of days before. In the park, by that very bench, I saw a woman crying. Doubts crept into my heart, and I decided not to go closer. She was crying and pacing, looking in the bushes, under benches, and next to her in the stroller was a little girl, sadly looking at her mother. A passerby approached the woman and asked what the problem was and why she was crying. "My baby is sick, and we need treatment. We opened a GoFundMe, and people from all over the world helped us. We were about to leave when the director of the bank offered to help, and he said that his employees would give us a card with a small amount. We put all the money we collected on the card, and we're on our way home. My daughter likes to play with my bag. Apparently, she took it out." What I heard made me feel so bad. I didn't even think that the money was for treatment, for needs. I stood aside, unable to move from my seat, and the little girl looked at me and smiled. What a horrible person I am, stealing money from a child. A passerby advised the woman to go to the police and look at the nearest ATMs and to block the funds. Oh my God, I had to talk to her right away, before the police got involved. With a hesitant step, I approached the crying woman and asked her to listen to me. I told her everything in order, and she hugged me joyfully. Thank you. How nice that the card was found. You have no idea how happy I am." "But there's some money missing." "You know, we've been collecting this money for a year. We have limited time, otherwise we won't make it to the operation. I didn't notice it was missing right away, as we were getting ready to leave. And when I realized that the card was gone, I thought it was unlikely that anyone would pay attention to a children's bag and could find it in the park. Yes, what you did was wrong, but at least you admitted it." I promised to pay back all the money I spent, and I kept my word. Now I work at the cafe as a waiter, saving money for that nice girl. I'm very ashamed, and this act does not make me look good at all. But thanks to it, I grew up, and I realized that there are things far more important and valuable than a scooter or a nice burger. Did you like the video? Leave your comments down below and subscribe to our channel.